Hey everyone, welcome back to In the Alley. My name is Cody. Glad you guys are back for another video. Friday recap, week 11. We got 2 videos, 2 recaps left to do. We got the Friday featuring 2 games, Saturday featuring 3 games, and we're all caught up getting ready for week 12. So we are right there, right in the thick of it. Let's recap it. Let's get into it. Quad City and Tulsa up first, Fishers and Green Bay after that. Let's go. Let's take our talents to Tulsa, where Quad City is visiting the Oilers. It's going to be a 3rd down and 2. TJ Edwards is going to take this one himself from 3 yards out to start the scoring, 6-0. Kicking in the Indoor Football League is such a fickle thing. Kyle Kaplan drills this from 40 yards, but sometimes kickers can't even make a chip shot. It's crazy to me. If you didn't think we were in for a defensive battle, well, let me show you. TJ Edwards is going to drop back, and it's going to be David Cagle dropping him down for a loss. But 3rd down, and it's going to be Quad City's turn, as Daquan Neal is going to get smacked by Trey Smalls. 2 minutes to play in the first half, very, very low scoring. Daquan Neal is going to drop back, look, take off, he doesn't see anyone open and dives into the end zone. Quad City takes the lead. 3rd and 6 for the Steamwheelers. We are already into the second half, and it's going to be Daquan Neal just dropping the football, and it's just going to, scoot around like a greased up pig in a barnyard or some analogy like that, but somehow, some way, Quad City recovers their fumble. And with that, just a few minutes later, Daquan Neal is going to send his men in motion on a 1st and 10, handoff to Jared Ware, who's going to break through the line and get in for the touchdown. Tulsa needs to get going on offense. They've only scored on the first possession. Oh, it's going to be intercepted by Bubba Arslanian. All right, the offense will have to wait for another time as Quad City takes over. Steamwheelers can't do anything with it, so Tulsa takes over. It's going to be Edwards looking, throwing over the middle. It's going to be Cole Blackman, and those are the points Tulsa has been looking for. Let's pick this up. 9 minutes to play in the game. It's a 3-point lead. It's going to be more than that as Jordan Vesey catches and dives into the end zone. 7 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. This is a very scary moment. It's going to be TJ Edwards dropping back. He's going to heave it deep. This ball is going to be intercepted by Chris Chukwuneke. Prayers up to this guy. 3 minutes left in the game, down by 10. TJ Edwards, RPO keeper, takes it up the middle, shakes a tackle, pinballs off a defender, and he's just going to dive in for the score. Probably the play of the game here. 4th and 5, 1 minute warning. Tulsa needs this stop. They will not get it. Kevon Rudd over the defender's arm, and he high steps his way into the end zone. However, Tulsa not going away here. It's going to be TJ Edwards, 1-yard tush push. It's going to make it 31-27 here. 15 seconds to go. Tulsa's done this before, recovering onside kicks, but it has to stay in bounds to do it. They don't. 31-27. To Green Bay we go, and strap in, boys and girls, because we have a fun highlight. Callum Sutherland going to kick this game off. Newly signed Jazair Peterson, veteran of the game, and he says, I'm going to take this out here, I'm going to do this, and watch this juke, and freezes everybody, and Peterson takes off, not pushed into the wall, and not tackled, and dives in for the game-opening kickoff return, touchdown. The Freight are not phased, though. It's going to be Carlos Davis faking the pitch, throwing over the middle, Isaiah Cox with an 8-yard touchdown grab. Ensuing kickoff for the Freight, and you can't return a kickoff for a touchdown if it goes through the uprights. It's a deuce. Start of the 2nd quarter here, 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. Max Miler's going to take the snap. He's going to do it himself, and he's going to bully his way into the end zone to take the lead. Next drive, however, it's going to be Fishers answering the bell. Shane Simpson up the middle for 2 yards as he pushes his way across the goal line. 4th and goal from the 4-yard line, just above the 1-minute warning. Miler's going to feel pressure, escape the pocket, and just float this one right to Lowell Patron. 18 seconds left. I love this camera angle. Toss out left side. Look at the blocking Simpson has as he cruises into the end zone. All right, controversy here. 2 seconds left. Final play of the first half. Andrew Mevis from 35 yards out. The kick is up. The refs say it's good, but I don't know from that camera angle. It kind of looks not good. All right, time for some more wackiness here. 12 and a half to play. Option pitch to the right side. It can't be corralled, and then it can't be corralled, and then it can't be corralled until eventually Tremont Lofton comes up with the ball for Green Bay. 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line. You know what that means. It's a Max Miler tush push, and they're going to push him across the goal line as they normally do. They extend their lead. 3rd and 14, trying to tie this game up or get close to it. Davis is going to throw to the end zone. It's going to be picked off by Nigel Canada. Green Bay in control. Just over 2 minutes to go here, 8-point lead, and the wheels are starting to fall off the train as Jalen Cagle wide open for an 18-yard touchdown pass. Beginning of the 4th quarter here, it is going to be Jalen Cagle taking the straight handoff up the middle, 9 yards out. He's going to plunge his way into the end zone. 9.5 to play here. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. Fisher's trying to chip away at this lead. It's going to be Shane Simpson off the left side, 2 yards and in. Under 6 to play here. It's 4th down. Don't mind that score bug. 14-point game. Trying to put this one kind of out of reach. Andrew Mevis 21 yards out. After a Fisher's turnover on downs, Myler's going to send his men in motion, find an open Jalen Cagle, his 3rd touchdown of the night, 2nd touchdown catch. Under 30 seconds, though, playing for pride, it's going to be Carlos Davis taking this up the middle. It's going to be 55-39, your final. All right, so we've seen the turnovers, touchdowns, highlights, lowlights, anything, everything in between. Let's talk some stats, kind of see where we're at, give some opinions, some thoughts, things along those lines. So without further ado, game number 1, Tulsa and Quad City. Let's get into it. We have a 31-27 victory in favor of the Quad City Steamwheelers. Taking a look at our game leaders on the left side, Daquan Neal and TJ Edwards leading their teams in both passing and rushing. For Quad City, Daquan Neal, 10 of 18, 86 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He's your leading rusher with 13 carries, 48 yards, and 1 touchdown. Kevon Rudd for the Steamwheelers, 3 catches, 43 yards, 1 touchdown. TJ Edwards for the Oilers, 12 of 20, 98 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. He's your leading rusher as well, 10 carries, 52 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Cole Blackman, your leading receiver for the Oilers, 4 catches, 42 yards, and 1 touchdown. Now, excuse me, I'm sorry, I apologize. Now, for this, there was almost an entire quarter where Quad City, just ran the ball, took their jolly sweet time moving down the field. I think it was the second quarter, and they just did not let Tulsa have the ball at all. But the stats would kind of say otherwise. Tulsa was able to move the ball. You look at their third down efficiency, 5 for 8, but when they couldn't convert third down, they also couldn't convert fourth down. Quad City, they would either convert touchdown or a penalty would kind of bail them out or whatever the case could be in order for them to go only 2 for 8 on third downs, but still able to move the ball down the field and score. So it would either turn into a touchdown or there was just a way to go about it, or maybe the stats are skewed a little bit. Now, they did attempt 2 field goals out of that 2 for 8, but only making 1. Turnovers in favor of Quad City. We had the 2 interceptions for Tulsa, the 1 fumble that Tulsa also had, the 1 fumble that Quad City had. But I do want to have a quick shout out, Chris Chukwuemeka on that interception where he dives into the end zone. I didn't show it. You can go watch the game, but he eventually got up, walked a little bit, and then fell back down. I am not going to speculate on concussions or anything like that, but I just hope he's okay. I sincerely hope it's okay. These guys play for little money. They have a lot of respect for me to go out and put their bodies on the line like that. And it's not just him, but there have been a lot of cases just in this season alone of guys going over the boards or going headfirst into the boards and getting injured. So I hope he's okay. Any other player that happens like that, I hope they're okay as well. So I just want to give a quick shout out there. But back to the stats for this. Very, very even game, even though sometimes it felt like Quad City was just controlling it. Tulsa scored the first touchdown of the game and they would not score until the 4th quarter. So that's, again, where it kind of puts it, where it felt like Quad City was just manhandling them, but Quad City just couldn't put up a lot of points themselves. So, you look at the rushing stats, roughly the same, 94-90. Quad City had 2 more rushing attempts, 98-86 in terms of passing, but roughly the same amount of completions to attempts. Yeah, you can take the turnovers away and it's roughly even, but those 2 turnovers did help Quad City. Well, the 2 interceptions, excuse me, not the 2 turnovers. They had 3 total. And overall, it was just kind of Quad City kind of flexing their muscle a little bit in this one. And what I mean by that is they were able to pull the victory out. Tulsa was able to make a comeback. They couldn't get the onside kick to end the game there, but, Tulsa had opportunities to kind of go up in this one. They just couldn't do it. The defenses for both teams shown out. You had a couple sacks for both sides, and that's where we just kind of have it. You hope for something better, especially if these 2 teams meet in the playoffs, because if this is the game that sends one of the teams to the national championship game, you might want to bet on the Western Conference. I'm kidding, of course, but at the same time, like I said, you see a game like this, and it just kind of leaves you scratching your head going, are these the 2 teams that are the best in the East? Maybe they are. The defenses, again, showed out a little bit, but what have you, it was a game, I'll tell you that much. I told you in the beginning it was kind of boring. It was kind of boring. And eventually until that 4th quarter when we started getting some back and forth touchdowns and, you thought maybe Tulsa What they did against Iowa, could they do it again? Nah, not this time. So 31-27, your final. Quad City takes the victory. Let's go take a look at our second recap, our bets. We'll get out of here. All right, we've seen the highlights, we've seen the lowlights, touchdowns, turnovers, everything in between. Let's talk stats for our game 2 of this recap. And it was a game until it wasn't. So stats on the face, let's get into it. We have a 55-39 victory in favor of the Green Bay Blizzard. Taking a look at our team leaders on the left side, Carlos Davis, not bad for your first start for Fishers. 11 of 19 for 93 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Leading rusher as well, 13 carries, 50 yards, and 1 touchdown. And JT Stokes, 3 carries, 31 yards, no touchdowns. On for Green Bay, Max Myler, 8 of 15. Not the best day at the office, considering what he's done in the past this season. 100 yards, 3 touchdowns, so still throwing bombs when he wasn't. Max Myler, 10 carries, 29 yards, 2 touchdowns, and TJ Davis, 3 catches, 42 yards, no touchdowns. Taking a look over at the team stats, and again, it's just one of these things of what do you do if you're Fishers? 2 for 7 on third downs, 1 for 3 on fourth downs. Green Bay perfect on fourth down, but only 4 for 9 on thirds. Doesn't really matter. They still scored points, were able to get points off turnovers, what have you. Fishers leads in total yardage, which they had to play catch up, so rightfully so. And again, Green Bay able to take advantage of turnover on downs, short fields, had an entire kickoff return touchdown to start the game, a couple of field goals, they went 2 for 3. So, points not just in the offensive side of the ball, not just on the defensive side of the ball, but special teams and everything else included. For Fishers, you had the 2 turnovers, the interception to Nigel Canada in the end zone, and then obviously the fumble that Tramon Lofton recovered for Green Bay at the 1-yard line. This is my caveat here, though. Only 59 yards rushing for Green Bay. It's not necessarily a cause for concern for the Blizzard, but Fishers was able to shut it down quite well, and Green Bay still put up points. That's the thing that scares me, man. That 59 rushing yards, and again, Indoor Football League stats, take it with a grain of salt, but 59 rushing yards, and yeah, it was insane to me. It was insane to me that this game went the way that it did, and Green Bay only rushed for less than 60 yards. Passing 100 yards to 93. The passing stats were kind of similar, 11 to 19, 8 of 15. Now, Carlos Davis, again, kind of outdueled Max Myler when it came to passing. However, look at the stats a little bit deeper, and it's because he had to throw the ball quite a bit in order to make things work. And then, again, another thing you have to look at here, too, no points in that third quarter, none whatsoever for Fishers. And where do you go from there? You scored 16 points in the fourth to make it look more respectable, but one of those was literally the final touchdown of the game. And until then, it was just Jalen Cagle scoring touchdown after touchdown on you. So what can you do? If you're the Freight, you've got Carlos Davis. He was throwing the ball pretty well. You were running the ball pretty well. And Green Bay was still scoring points on you. Like I said, I don't know. Was it a field goal? Was it a field goal at the end of the first half that completely switched the momentum? When they challenged that field goal to see if it was made or missed, and they called it good, I'm not saying that's when the wheels fell off, but it seemed like Fishers couldn't do anything after that. They came out so flat in the second half, whatever adjustments Green Bay made, or whatever adjustments Fishers made and it didn't work, if they made any adjustments, whatever the case could be, Fishers looks completely different in certain halves. They looked good in the first half against Jacksonville in their second game, and then completely let Jacksonville come back. They looked completely lost in the entire game, their first meeting against Jacksonville. And then in this one, they put together the first 2 quarters. They were leading 23-21 until that field goal at the end of the first half. They looked good. And I don't know. And that's including the kick return touchdown. Fishers went down there, scored, and then got a deuce to take the lead. So I don't know. I don't know where you go from here. They looked good. Green Bay made the adjustments, I guess. I'm not sure. I do also have it here in my notes. 3rd and 8, down by 15 points to start the fourth quarter, and Fishers is running the ball. You're down. That's weird to me. That's weird to me where you're down by 2 scores. 3rd down and 8. You need 8 yards. You're running it. Okay. And then on 4th down, it's a pass to no one. Blizzard take over on downs. So, yeah, I'm not going to say I feel sorry or don't feel sorry. It's kind of those things where you're like, well, let's run the ball and see if we can get a 4th and manageable. Like, throw it for 8 yards. You've got a guy who went 11 of 19. I don't know. I'm not sure. But overall, Green Bay, kudos to them. They played really, really well. Again, limited their rushing yards, limited their passing yards, only 159 total yards for this team, and they still put up 55 points. That's insane to me. Again, like I said, short fields, turnover on downs, that'll do it for you. But a good day at the office for Jalen Cagle for his 3 touchdowns. And yeah, I mean, all things considered, Green Bay, they look really good right now. Fishers, they don't look so good right now. And it's kind of showing for both sides, as one team is climbing the standings, the other team is not. So with that, let's go take a look at our bets. We'll get out of here. Did you think we'd win? No. I'm happy Quad City won. As a guy who roots for Quad City, I'm happy Quad City won. I hate rooting against them, but we don't win bets anymore. That happens every year. You start off really, really good, and then I just dovetailed. So, what can you do? 17 seconds left, and Fisher scores a garbage time touchdown to hit the over. I want to punch through drywall like Kyle drinking 4 Monsters right now. And that is it for our Week 11 Friday recap. Just the 2 games to talk about in the Eastern Conference. And then Thursday we had our Jacksonville, Massachusetts Eastern Conference. So we got Saturday to go, all the Western Conference teams. And it's really starting to shape up in terms of the playoffs. Now, everything is not nearly clear-cut, but it kind of is. But we'll kind of dive deeper into that as the weeks progress. Not too many weeks left. We got like 2 months left in the season. That's crazy to think about. Like 8 weeks left in the season. So with that, I'm going to take off here, guys. We got one more recap to do, and then we mosey on over to week 12. So with that, as always, I love and appreciate every single one of you for taking the time to watch these videos. It truly means a lot. If you haven't already, or you want to, or you don't want to, I don't care. Go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever you guys want to do. Doesn't matter to me. But with that, I will catch you guys in the Week 11. I almost blanked on it, on the Week 11 Saturday recap, and then we go on from there. So with that, I love and appreciate every single one of you. I'm going to take off here. See you.